I love it. Love this track. Moving on to the next one, we have LOL, LOL, which is called ha 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 in Korean. But this one, I don't think I listened to it prior to this video. I'm not quite sure, but perhaps I did. I don't know, I don't think so. If you want me to go more in depth every single time that I do a first listen to an album or anything, tell me in the comments down below and I'll try to go more in depth into what I think about every single one of the songs. But if you want me to do more like album reviews like I used to do, why not? Tell me in the comments down below. I do like to do first listens because I can just share my first thoughts with you guys, but at the same time it's really nice as well to just listen to the album multiple times and write down what I think. Just tell me in the comments down below which one do you prefer. But now let's move on to the 5th track on this album, which is called LOL. LOL. I say it in the French way. I think in English you say LOL. Ooh. It has a very jazzy beginning. Ooh. It has this layer of the bass which seems to be much darker and adds this playfulness and very intense atmosphere to the track. Ooh. Wow. Ooh. This is a very, very interesting track. Love the bass. Wow. This is one sexy track. It is a complete 180 from what we listened to prior. Wow, I'm loving sexy Taeyeon. Wow. Wow. What is this song? You have like a guitar solo in the back. Wow. I think it might have been like one of the first times that she's doing a song like this one. Tell me in the comments down below if I'm wrong. But this is amazing. The jazzy element. Wow. Wow. Okay, this track is amazing. What, Taeyeon? What? Okay, I have to check just the lyrics of it. Okay, so for this track, I feel we have various very jazzy elements here and there with the various instruments that are added. Perhaps I'm completely wrong, but I had that sense or that impression when I first heard it. And here and there, the instruments that are used and how they play with it made me think of like jazzy influences, or not blues, but mostly jazzy influences. But we have that plus a very R&B style of singing, and we add to that a very sensual way of singing, and the pauses and the way she says the ha ha ha, like fake laughing and forcing and everything, like from the chorus. So we have a mixture of various elements that make an amazing track, and the sensuality they can feel while listening to the entire track, which goes really well with the message of it overall, as she's talking about two lovers that feel exactly the same thing from one another, but one has a little bit of an issue in how they might express their feelings towards the other, and she's just telling them to come closer and just to finally step the gap between them and just be together, you know what I mean? And she's playing with her vocals. The instrumental never goes like crazy, never blows out, but her vocals, the very low notes and the very high notes, create a nice contrast. And even though the instrumental keeps the same sort of style almost, her vocals go all over the place and they play with it, and they have like a very nice bass with like the drums and the bass as well that keeps the same sort of line, and she just goes all over the place expressing how she is feeling. And that's the whole problem about the other person that cannot express their feelings, and she is just showing different sides of her and how she's present, and she's like seducing him into making like the first step, because they all know how they feel towards each other. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Moving on to the 6th track on this album, which is Better Baby. Baby. I don't know anything about this track as well. I don't never listened to it prior to this video, I don't think. I always think about Big Bang when I say that. Baby, baby. G-Dragon and T.O.P. I always think about them when they baby. But either way, enough about that. Rambling on. Let's listen to this new track now. Ooh. Soundtrack. Oh. Okay, my camera stopped, so let's start from 25 seconds now. I love the rhythm of it. I did already listen to this. I don't know exactly where or why, but I think I already did. Did she perform it at her concert as well? Wow, this is so freaking high.
답이 없던 우리 둘의 마지막 그 고요 속에 아니라고.
Wow. That was so nice.
사랑이란 말 그게 너란 걸 you make me.
It has definitely a very rock, bluesy almost influence to this chorus. Love the guitar, love her vocals, this is so freaking good. Wow. Wow. It's so almost dirty the way she's singing those high notes. It's just so, wow, so much power in one go. Like, wow, just. That was really nice as well, how she stopped. Ooh, a fade out. Wow. This is amazing. It made me really think about like an old rock song. Wow. So we have here with Better Babe a very blues rock track. It is still a little bit pop, but it's inspired by blues and rock, most definitely. And I think it is a right choice because she's like expressing the sentiment of what you are or who you are after a breakup, and you're not really okay with it still, and you just think that you were better with that person, or that person made her a better person while they were together. And the fact that she chose that, you have really the emotion, the sentiment that goes through it, and it feels like it was your fault, the breakup, and now that that person is gone, you think you're not a good person anymore. Really well to transmit the emotion that she's going through, especially with that chorus, the high notes, like the soulfulness of her vocals, how very powerful and just hard-hitting those notes were. They were so freaking high, but she just went for it. The power of it all was just beautiful, really, really beautiful. Moving on to the next track, even though it might be hard to do, we have Wine. Let's listen to it. Is it a sad ballad? Because I don't know if I'm ready for it. Aww. That's a change in feel. Did she perform it as well during her concert? Because I feel like I already listened to this track. Wow. I love this. And the start noise.
오래될수록 감미로워지는 법 너에게서는 배워가는 나인 걸 아득하게
This change is really interesting. I love this chorus. It is really soothing. I don't know why, but it just is. Wow. Oh, that was nice. The power of her voice is so amazing. Wow. So Wine is an R&B pop track that expresses Taeyeon's emotion towards a lover, that she's kind of comparing their love to wine as it goes better and better throughout the years, and it just adds more and more to its value and how it can grow and be all the more enjoyable after a while. And I think it is such a beautiful image of just saying the things that you can share with someone that you love throughout time. It just adds more and more value to it, and when you remember or think about those things, you can like get drunk on them, like getting drunk on love, and you're just comparing getting drunk on wine, for example, and keeps that same comparison all throughout the track. I thought that this one in particular is a very, very emotional track, but a one that is so beautiful as well. And she does repeat the word beautiful all throughout the track as well. But we have here just showing a beautiful emotion of affection to your lover, and it can be compared to the affection that someone might have for wine, and by keeping it and conserving it. I'm dying with those messages, Taeyeon. Your songs are beautiful. I don't know who wrote them, but they are beautiful, and the way you are interpreting them are just like another level of amazingness. It is so freaking beautiful, the emotion that you can feel while listening to them. And I think that even if I didn't have the translation, even if I didn't search for the English translation of the lyrics, I think I would still felt the same emotion here. And that is so important, that you can sort of transmit your thoughts and your feelings through a song, even if you don't share the same language, and you just understand it and you get it. And it's so important that you have that. And it is something of saying like love that gets more and more beautiful throughout the years and the time, as time goes by, it doesn't fade out. It gets stronger and stronger every single time. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful track. I'm in love with this album. My god. Okay, moving on to the... which one is it?